Smith and our number 13 seed, Alec Keplinger. On 33 and 44, our number 2 seed, Sorel Cardenas, and number 15, Bailey Maverick. On 41 and 42, our number 7 seed, Jeffrey Mann, and our number 10 seed, Nicholas Howard. On 49 and 40, our number 6 seed, Tyrell Ingalls, and our number 11 seed, Zach Denton. On 37 and 38, our number 3 seed, Joey Osoro, and our number 14 seed, Daniel Chin. Okay, boys, you can make your way back to your seats, and I'm going to go right into U17 girls. Ladies, please make your way up to the foul line, and let's give these girls a huge round of applause that they deserve. All right, on 71 and 72, our number 1 seed, Jennifer Loretto versus number 16, Cassidy Landwehr. On 69 and 70, our number 8 seed, Caroline Thresher, and our number 9 seed, Paige Peters. On 67 and 68, our number 5 seed, Megan Kohlberg, and number 12, Yarlis Alvarez. On 69 and 66, our number 4 seed, Megan Gillitz, and our number 13 seed, Savannah Razor. On 53 and 54, our number 2 seed, Amanda Machokas, and number 15, Alyssa Hendrickson. On 55 and 56, our number 7 seed, Isabella Pohl, and our number 10 seed, Savannah Croft. On 57 and 58, our number 6 seed, Paige Boyd, and our number 11 seed, Amari Blonde. On 59 and 60, our number 3 seed, Catherine Corbin, and our number 14 seed, Hannah Mineta. Thank you, ladies. Now you guys can make your way back to your seats. These athletes will be bowling in a double elimination bracket. Each division match will consist of 2 games where total pinfall will determine the winner. The higher seed bowler will have lane choice. The player on the left will start the match. In the event a match is tied after 2 games, a 1-ball roll-off will occur until the tie is broken. Once an athlete loses 2 matches, they will be eliminated from the event. Simply follow the lane numbers on your division's bracket board to determine where you will bowl the next match. Pinfall from the qualifying games and advancers round will not be carried over into the double elimination bracket match play competition. Athletes, once again, you will enter your scores on your recap sheet. Once your match is over, turn in your recap sheet to a tournament official. 1 lane courtesy is in effect and will be monitored by the tournament staff. We will update scores after each match once the scores have been verified by tournament officials. All right, each and every one of you has shown us why you deserve to be here and why you are the best of the best. We look forward to naming the male and female members of Junior Team USA 2020. I finished faster than they did, you guys. Give us just 1 minute. All right, brothers, your lanes are being turned on for 5 minutes of practice. practice has concluded. Please hold up on all practice bowling at this time. No more practice bowling. You guys are great. Okay, spectators, guests, and friends and family and everyone else, let's give these bowlers a huge round of applause as they begin their double elimination match play competition. There they go. Athletes, your arrows are up and you may begin bowling for score. Good luck and great bowling, everyone.
Karen Jennifer Laredo is on 71 and 72. She is directly to our right. And thus we begin the double elimination match play finals of the U17 girls division at the 2019 USBC Junior Gold Championships presented by the brands of Ebonite International. Players whittled down. We are down to 16 girls after starting with 433 in this U17 girls division. Again, two game total pinfall. In front of us we have Carolyn Theiser versus Paige Peters and Megan Kohlberg versus Urelis Alvarez. Theiser is the 8 seed, Peters the 9 seed. Alvarez is the 12 and Kohlberg is the 5, just off to our left. Savannah Razor, the number 13 seed against Morgan Gitlitz, who is the number 4. On our right, the overall number 1 seed, Jennifer Laredo, versus the number 16 seed, Cassidy Landwehr. 'Down on the far end of the house, I guess the middle of the house, number 14 seed Hannah Mineta versus the number 3 seed Catherine Corbin. The number 11 seed Amari Blonde versus the number 6 seed Paige Boyd. The number 10 seed Savannah Croft versus the number 7 seed Isabella Pohl. And the number 15 seed Alyssa Henriksen versus the number 2 seed Amanda Najokis. Two rounds of competition tonight. After this first round, we will have 8 players left in the winner's bracket, and 8 players will be dropped down into the contenders bracket. And then we will bowl a second round until we have 4 left in the winner's bracket. We eliminate 4 out of the contenders and then add 4 to the contenders. So at the end of tonight, we will have 4 players left in our winner's bracket and 8 players left in the contenders bracket. Same going on with the U20 boys down on the other side of the building. Emil Williams Jr. on the call down there. Tomorrow we plan on having 2 extra channels set up in the center of the house, focused on the U15 boys and the U15 girls as they begin their match play tomorrow morning here after they finish up their final advancers round tonight over at Century. Each camera station we have will be set up on what will be the final pairs for each bracket, so you won't miss any of the action as we narrow the field down to the final 3 in each division, who will advance on to the stepladder finals, televised over in the Thunderbowl Arena. And those tapings will take place tomorrow, all day tomorrow afternoon, starting at 2 p.m. Cassidy over to the right, jumped out big on Jennifer Laredo with the front 3. Jennifer strike spare, and then a 5 count and 2 on the spare attempt over to our left. Morgan Gitlitz spare open, Savannah Razor strike open, Savannah with a 2-pin lead through 2 frames. As the matches, the other girls' matches on the other side of the bracket start to get to the end of their first game, I'll step over, grab scores from there, and keep everybody updated on every match going on, not just the 2 in front of us or the 4 that are around us. Alvarez displayed some of that power you just saw in that last shot in Game 4 of qualifying when she shot 274. Her only game over 200 during the final advancers round of this afternoon, but it was the only game over 200 she needed. Top 16 cut. Ended up being minus 223. A 191.42 average. And that was Cassie Landwehr, who went big her last 3 games. Her last 3 games, 246, 223, and 206 to be the number. .25 pins up on her next closest competitor. Off to our right, Cassidy, if you saw on the left lane, opened in the 4th, 6-2 on a 3-bagger. Laredo goes opposite pocket strike to pull the gap within 10. Meanwhile, Savannah Razor on her open in the 2nd frame, 1 pair over to our left, doubled. Morgan spared the 3rd frame on an open and is washed out now in the 4th. Great shot there by Megan Kohlberg. Kohlberg dropped a little bit in the standings throughout the final advancers round. Struggled in those 5 games, but had a big enough lead on the cut that it wasn't really too much of a concern. Plenty of time in between the final advancers round and the match play to get her head right, as she misses a 7-pin left in the 4th. Dangerous ball goes a little long, 2-4-8-10. Good shot following the missed single pin by Megan. then Hannah Mineta and Corbin, they're the closest match to us. Corbin, spare 5-bagger. Mineta has 1 strike in the first frame, 3 spares, and an open. So Mineta falling behind early. Make that 2 opens as she chops the bucket. Peters got the cross, couldn't get the carry. Trying to take advantage after Thazier 2-4-8-10 in the 4th frame. Laredo and Landwehr are even over on 71 and 72 through 6 frames. Savannah Razor flags a 4-pin in the 5th frame and then 2 8-10s in the 6th. So that double she threw in the 3rd and 4th to put some distance between herself and Gitlitz, she's giving it all back right here. Laredo on a 3-bagger misses the head pin left, leaves the 1-3-9. Shot. Oh. Thought that ball was going to push a little more, to be honest. Colburn with another missed makeable spare. It's 2 in a row in that lane. Laredo picks up the tricky 1-3-9. Real easy to kick the 1-3 around that 9-pin. Peters gets 1 on the 6-7. Shot by Colburn. That's twice the Kohlberg has put a strike on the back end of an open. So she continues to bounce back from unforced errors. Another light hit for Thazier. This time she gets the 10 out. Cassidy Landwehr 7-10 in the 8th frame. Falls 10 pins behind Laredo as Laredo steps up in the 8th. if it's simply the nerves or the size of the situation, but on both ends of the house in this girls division, we are seeing unforced errors left and right. We just witnessed 2 missed single pins here in the 10th between Alvarez and Colbert. Laredo missed a single pin in the 10th and chopped a multi-pin in the 9th. I witnessed, I can't remember who it was, but 3 missed singles in the last 2 frames down on the other end of the house between the girls. And I glanced down at the boys, and the boys are doing the same thing. Sometimes 10 minutes of practice isn't enough to shake off the nerves of a moment like this, especially if you've never been here before. With a 33-pin lead over Mineta, 199 to 167. Boyd with a 35-pin lead over Blonde, 201 to 166. Croft, 18-pin lead over Cole, 16-pin lead, 178, 162. And Hendrickson with a 12-pin lead over Najokas, 212 to 200. Brett, the Laredo final match score was Landwehr 209, Laredo 176. Giblets 153, Razor 146. Amy, I'm not sure when the USA telecasts are. I'll see if I can get somebody to find out for me. But off the top of my head, I'm not sure when they are. I know they're taping one right now. I'm not sure which one, but I know they're taping over there as we speak. it's number 16 seed Landwehr up 33 on number 1 seed Laredo. Number 9 seed Peters up 26 on number 8 seed Thasier. Number 5 seed Kohlberg up 6 on number 12 seed Alvarez. Both of those matches happening right in front of us, off to our left. The number 4 seed Gitlitz up 7 on the number 13 seed Razor. The number 15 seed Henriksen up 12 on the number 2 seed Najokas. The number 10 Croft up 16 on the number 7 Pole. The number 6 seed Boyd up 35 on the number 11 seed Blonde. And the number 3 seed Corbin up 32 on the number 14 seed Mineta. Holmberg with a 6-pin lead after game 1 on Alvarez. Alvarez 3 opens and no strikes this game. Kohlberg, with 5 frames to go, just basically needs to keep clean. She's been given no reason to believe that Alvarez is going to start stringing strikes at this point. Kohlberg herself missed 3 makeable spares last game. 2 single pins and a chopped multi-pin that kept her from extending that lead even further. If she can minimize the mistakes, she'll get the win in this match. Landwehr up 33 on Laredo. She started with a double, been clean since then. She struck the 6th after 3 spares. Laredo has yet to double and missed a single pin in the 4th, so she is down a lot. Overall, she's down 51 in the match with 4 frames to go. Both players working on a strike in the 7th. Dejer down 26, came out with the front 3. Peter stepping up after an open, trying to gain some momentum back right here. Well, she trusted that ball, it was a better shot. Over on our left, Gitlitz, 3 spares in a row to start the match. Razor has struck, and then 2 opens in a row. Both of them washouts. Alright, a couple matches have gone final. Cassidy Landwehr is going to beat the number 1 seed Jennifer Laredo off to our right, down on the other side of the house. Najuk is 428 over Hendrickson 404. Croft 389 over Pole 321. Boyd 386 over Blonde 352. And Corbin 379 over Minetta 327. Izzy Cole lost her first match 389 to 321, so she will drop into the contenders bracket. Paige Peters holds a 26-pin lead over Caroline Thazier. Thazier can throw 3 in a row at any point. She will shut out Paige Peters. Officially, Jennifer Laredo with a 330 set. Landwehr going to be around 400. Yes, green. Catherine Corbin did win it. Catherine Corbin did win her first match. Landwehr's final ball gets 8. That'll be a 195. And that will give her 404 over Laredo 330. Big shot for Thazier. 2 strikes to shut out. Oh. So a spare and a strike here gives her 23, which would force Peters to double. Peters up 26. Oh my. Oh my. She still needs the first one. She still needs the first one. Taking a re-rack, not a bad idea. Kohlberg 363 over Alvarez 320. Gitlitz has a 7-pin lead on Razor coming into the second game, and currently holds a 14-pin lead in the match, so she's up 1 mark. She's up 21. And that will do it. Thazier will advance despite 2 opens in the 8th and 10th, one of which being a single pin in the 10th. Strike here and is a 3-pin defeat. Meanwhile, Gitlitz leaves us 410, takes the 4 off. Again, it was 153 to 146. Morgan Gitlitz over Savannah Razor the first game. This game, Gitlitz starts off 6 straight spares and then split. Razor has went strike, open, 7 spare strike, gutter 7 strike. And leaves a half pocket 7-pin right there. Contenders bracket. This is the first round. And Razor just narrowly misses a single pin. So now it's Gitlitz 124 in the 8th, Razor 109 in the 8th, so Razor's down 15 in the game and 7 from the first game. So it's a 22 pin deficit with 2 frames to go. Razor's up on 65. Tells the ball to hook, and it does. Flush strike. Round 2 is scheduled, I believe, is 8:30, but it's 8:32 now. So I don't know how many minutes it's going to be. Let me find out real quick. I've got a tournament staff official next to me. Alright, the only chance that Razor has right here is if Gitlitz opens the 10th. Spare and any count. Spare and decent count, let me rephrase that. Spare and decent count, and she shuts out Razor. Brett, the official next to me, buzzed the radio and nobody answered, but that's enough. That's your winner. Morgan Gitlitz will advance. Yeah, we were supposed to have a buffer. You know, they scheduled 8:30. It's obviously now 8:34, 8:35. I would assume some kind of a window, but I can't imagine it's going to be that incredibly long. I don't know if they're going to try and match up the boys with the girls. I don't know that you have to, but as soon as I know, you will know a minute later, if that. But I can give you what the next round matchups are going to be. In the winner's bracket, number 16 seed Landwehr will take on the number 8 seed Thasier. The number 5 seed Kohlberg will take on the number 4 seed Gitlitz. The number 2 seed Najokas will take on the number 10 seed Croft. And the number 6 seed Boyd will take on the number 3 seed Corbin. Down in the contenders bracket, number 1 seed Laredo against the number 9 seed Peters. The number 12 seed Alvarez versus the number 13 seed Razor. The number 15 seed Hendrickson versus the number 7 seed Pole. And the number 11 seed Blonde versus the number 14 seed Mineta. Final score 182 for Gitlitz, 156 for Razor. That gives Gitlitz Gitlitz a 335 and Razor a 302. So stand by, we're not going to go anywhere. We'll hang out right here. I'm just going to flip the graphic, but we'll be here. I'm going to step away for a second and see if I can get some answers, and then I'll reply in the chat about how long they think it's going to take before the next round.
Athletes, that concludes round one of match play. You may work on the surface of your balls until the lanes come on for practice in the next round, which we will start calling in about 10 minutes.
right, bear with me here. I'm reading some of the handwriting that's up on the board, which is neat but scrunched together. Anthony Neuer, number 1 seed, defeated the number 16 seed Matteo Cittadino, 317 to 306. Very low scoring match. Solomon Salama, the 8th seed, defeated by Tommy Hankey, 367 to 308. The number 5 seed Hayden Stipich defeats the number 12 seed Isaac Erickson, 403 to 382. The number 13 seed Alec Keplinger defeats the number 4 seed Peyton Smith, 344 to 301. The number 2 seed Cyril Cardenas defeats the number 15 Bailey Maverick, 440 to 381. The number 7 seed Jeffrey Mann defeats the number 10 seed Nicholas Howard, 416 to 339. And the number, three more. Number 6 seed Tyrell Ingalls defeated by the number 11 seed Zach Denton, 346 to 316. And the last one, number 14 seed Daniel Chen defeats the number 3 of Joey Ocello, 313 to 290. So 1, 2, 3 of the 16 boys shot over 400 for their 2-game total. And lucky for each of them, none of them shot it against the other, so everyone who shot over 400 advanced in their match. All right, in front of us, we're going to have, to our left. Sure, this is right. First, our contenders match. It looks like they have fashioned the bracket a little differently than I expected. So we're going to have in the first contenders match, Laredo versus Razor. In a winner's bracket match, in front of us, Landwehr versus Thasier. Got that one right. Also in front of us, Kohlberg versus Gitlitz. Got that one right. And then off to our right, in a contenders match, Alvarez versus Peters.
Athletes, please report to your lanes and cease working on the surface of any bowling balls at this time. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Junior World Championships Double Elimination Match Play Bracket Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you some of the most talented young athletes in the sport. These athletes will be bowling in a double elimination bracket. Each division match will consist of 2 games where total pinfall will determine the winner. The higher seed bowler will have lane choice. The player on the left lane will start the match. In the event a match is tied after 2 games, a one-ball roll-off will occur until the tie is broken. Once an athlete loses 2 matches, they will be eliminated from the event. Simply follow the lane numbers on your division's bracket board to determine where you will bowl the next match. Pinfall from the qualifying games in adventures round are not carried over to the double elimination bracket match play competition. One lane courtesy is in effect and will be monitored by tournament staff. We will update the scores after each match once the scores have been verified by tournament officials. Okay, U17 girls. On lane 67 and 68, Cassidy Landwehr and Caroline Fieser. On 69 and 70, Megan Colberg and Morgan Gillett. On 57 and 58, Amanda Najubis and Savannah Croft. On 55 and 56, Paige Boyd and Catherine Corbin. On 65 and 66, Jennifer Laredo and Paige Peters. On 71 and 72, Urelis Alvarez and Savannah Razor. On 59 and 60, Alyssa Hendrickson and Isabella Pohl. On 53 and 54, Amari Blonde and Hannah Moneta. U20 boys. On 29 and 30, Anthony Nair and Tom Hankey. On 27 and 28, Hayden Stiffich and Alex Kleppinger. 39 and 40, Sorrel Cardenas and Jeffrey Mann. On 41 and 42, Zach Dutton and Get Your Chin. 31 and 32, Mateo Citadino and Solomon Solomon. On 25 and 26, Isaac Erickson and Peyton Smith. 37 and 38, Bailey Maverick versus Nicholas Howard. And on 43 and 44, Tyrell Ingalls and Joey Ocello. Bowlers, each and every one of you has shown us why you deserve to be here and why you are the best of the best. We look forward to naming the male and female members of Junior Team USA 2020. Bowlers, your lanes are now being turned on for 5 minutes of practice.
All right, got that double elimination bracket snafu unsnafu'd. So in front of us, to our left, Laredo and Peters in a contenders bracket match. On our left pair, on the live streaming, we'll have Landwehr and Thaser in a winners bracket match. To our right on the live stream pair, we'll have Kohlberg and Gitlitz in a winners match. And then on our far right, off to the peripheral, we will have Alvarez and Razor in a contenders bracket match. In between blocks, the girls were allowed to adjust surface, and I can tell you that I saw a lot of players hand sanding a lot of bowling balls with Abralon pads. I'm talking like 500 and 1,000 grit pads. So they felt like they didn't have enough grip. Either they felt like they didn't have enough grip on the cover those first two games, or they were trying to get back to the level of grip they had that they were happy with.
Bowlers, practice has concluded. Please hold up on your practice balls. No more practice bowling at this time. Okay, practice has concluded. A reminder for those athletes competing in round three. Round three will take place at 7:30 tomorrow morning here at Thunderbowl. Check-in will begin at 6:30. Spectators and guests, let's give these finalists a round of applause as they begin their no elimination match play competition. Athletes, your arrows are up and you are ready to begin bowling for score. Good luck and great bowling.
All right, back at it here, the second round of match play for the U17 girls division at the 2019 Junior Gold Championships presented by the brands of Ebonite International. Just to do a quick reset for you, the two matches you see in front of us on this featured pair, Cassidy Landwehr and Caroline Thaser, and then Megan Kohlberg and Morgan Gitlitz. Both of those matches are winners bracket matches. To our immediate left, Jennifer Laredo, Paige Peters. To our immediate right Urelis Alvarez and Savannah Razor, both of those matches are contenders bracket matches. On the other end of this set of lanes, in winners bracket matches, we have Najokas and Croft, and then Boyd and Corbin. In contenders bracket matches, Hendrickson and Pohl, Blonde and Mineta. Oh! Spins the head pin into the 8 pin for the spare. Very nice. Jennifer Laredo was our number 1 seed for a majority, it felt like, of the tournament in this U17 division. As she goes opposite pocket for a strike right there. I would say, as the number 1 seed, just looking at a seed line, the number 1 seed is typically the favorite. But I'll tell you what, Cassidy Landwehr got locked in this afternoon here at Thunderbowl. And after starting with games of 168 and 177 in the final advancers round, she knocked out 3 straight games over 200, 246, 223, and 206. A 675 finish in a scoring pace that was pretty low. That 675 moved her up the standings. Snuck her just inside the top 16, and then she used that momentum to take down the number 1 seed, Laredo, 404 to 330 in the first match. Great shot there by Kohlberg. Paige Peters had a chance last game to defeat Carolyn Thazier when she stepped up in the 10th, needed the first strike in the 10th after Thazier opened twice in the last 3 frames, including a single pin in the 10th. And Paige either missed right, pushed it long, got fast, missed it at the bottom, something. But the ball slid for forever, and got a 5 count bucket. Now she comes out this game 7 spare, 6 spare, 6 count split, misses them all, and 7-2. Meanwhile, Laredo front 3, and she just came light and left a 3-9. Over to our right, Urelis Alvarez, strike split. Savannah Razor, split double, 5 spare. Laredo locked in over on 65, struck again in the fifth. 4 of the first 5. Peters has not found the pocket yet. Thazier, junior Team USA member, knows how to find success on the lanes. Trying to get ahead of her opponent and not put herself in a position like she did last time. While Landwehr is trying to continue her hot streak here at Thunderbowl this afternoon. Gitless defeated Savannah Razor last match 335 to 302 in a match that just it seemed like neither opponent wanted it. I mean, obviously they won it, but that's something you say when both opponents are missing or making mistakes or not striking. It was just it was an ugly match, and Gitless came out on top. Kohlberg got by Alvarez by 43. Gave away a lot of pins, missed a lot of makeable spares in those 2 games, including 3 the first game as Thazier flags the 2-8. Alvarez couldn't take advantage of Kohlberg's unforced errors on those makeable spares. That's why she's down in the contenders bracket. And it seems like every time Savannah didn't strike, she left something you couldn't make. But Savannah was probably the strongest strike ball in the field. As Landwehr blows out the 5. Peters, just to the left of us, spared the 6th, spared the 5th, and struck the 6th. Finally found the pocket. Laredo washes out in the 6th. All of these players have migrated in from what we saw out here in qualifying. Granted, it is a different pattern, so you will play the lanes differently. But it seems like now as Alvarez leaves the Greek church to the right of us, they've all migrated in. Ball's crossing about left of second arrow. Some of the players with a firmer ball speed can play a little straighter, keep their feet a little further right. A 1-pin match here between Landwehr and Thazier. Good spare by Kohlberg. 2-pin match there. That ball's got a hook and hurry. Nice conversion on a 310 by Paige Peters over on 66. Well, she's staring at a 38-pin deficit through 7 frames against Jennifer Laredo. Still a game to go. Kohlberg, great shot. Now Savannah Razor up on the left lane on 71 and 72. Up 20 pins on Alvarez. Both of them open to 7th. both of the two matches in front of us are behind pretty much everybody else in this division right now. Everybody seems to be working into the 7th or 8th frame, and they are still midway through the 5th. Razor. It sounded like she liked that one off her hand when she shot that washout. The ball picked off the 4-pin. Morgan Gitlitz gets that ball right of 10, and it absolutely sails on her. Alvarez strikes to pick up some distance between herself and Razor. Now Thacher back-to-back opens. A 2-8 that she missed pretty badly and a 2-8-10. Let's see what adjustment she makes here. She moved in and got a better motion out of the ball. Laredo half pocket swisher over on 65. Gitlitz, meanwhile, washout, chops it. Good shot by Landwehr. It's 2 really good shots in a row by her, and she's not getting the carry out of that ball. That's the thing about sport patterns, is that typically on a sport pattern, if you're lined up and matched up, when you hit the pocket, you're going to strike. I know that sounds, well, of course if you're lined up and matched up, but my point is, if you're bowling well on a sport pattern, you typically don't fight carry. Because if you're hitting the pocket, it's really difficult to hit the pocket on a sport shot and not have good ball motion, or not be throwing the ball well. So if you're throwing the ball well and you've got good ball motion, you're hitting the pocket on a pattern like this, you're striking. Carry normally isn't an issue. So I know it's a tight match, but if I'm Cassidy Landwehr, I might start thinking about in the back of my mind as I approach the, get up in the 7th, as I approach the 10th frame of the fill ball, what ball might I want to go to that's going to give me a slightly different motion that I can play the same area of the lane with and try and find some better carry. Thacher, though, with those 2 opens, has given Landwehr an opportunity to wait out this ball a little bit. And Cassidy is making all of her spares. She's making all her single pins. She's leaving. Get up ball. Savannah Razor can spare the 610 in the 11th for a 172. And Alvarez can punch for a 187. Meanwhile, Paige Peters shooting a 5-count bucket in the 11th for a 168. Savannah chops the 6 off the 10. She's going to shoot 171. Alvarez can go strike spare to take a lead, to take a less than 10-pin lead. If Alvarez can double, she'll take a 16-pin lead. 165 for Paige Peters. Laredo can spare strike in the 10th for 205. Alvarez goes through the face but leaves the 7-pin. 10 falls out late. Laredo wraps a hard 7. Alvarez 165, Razor 171. Laredo up in the fill ball can shoot 205 off to our left. Flat 7 for a 204, so she'll take a 39-pin lead over Peters going into game 2. couple scores from the low end of the house. First of all, in the contenders match, Blonde 174, Mineta 126, 48-pin lead for Blonde. Pole 180, Hendrickson 167, 13-pin lead for Pole. Winners matches. Najaukis 214, Croft 179, 35-pin lead for Amanda. And Corbin 236, Boyd 181, a 35-pin lead for Corbin. Rumor has it, everyone stay tuned. The giveaway guru is coming back. Brant will be in the chat room. And it looks like, what's he giving away? He's giving away a Team USA jersey signed by Shannon O'Keefe, Shannon Puhalski, Marshall Kent, Jacob Buttriff, and Kelly Kulik. Well, I hope everybody's paying attention because this man is coming back. Giveaway Guru hasn't hit our stream all week, and he just texted me he's going to be here giving away again. Team USA signed jersey. Shannon O'Keefe, Shannon Puhalski, Marshall Kent, Jacob Buttriff, and Kelly Kulik. Landwehr 164. Asia 174. I just told Brant, I said, I've mentioned it in the chat, I've pumped it up, but I haven't watched enough Bowl TV before now to fully grasp what's about to happen. And he just said, you're in for a treat. So I hope you all are aware of what's about to happen, because I'm about to have some fun. I'm about to learn something here. I'm going to have more fun than I'm already having doing this broadcast. So off to our right in a contenders match. Razor is up 6 on Alvarez total, but she's opened 3 times in this game, and Alvarez is clean through 4 frames. Off the left side of our cameras, Laredo with a 39-pin lead over Peters. Laredo clean through 4, Peters no strikes, 1 split. Thaser a 10-pin lead on Landwehr. And of course this Kohlberg-Gitlitz match has yet to finish. Shot there by Thaser. Starts this game off. Laredo in a similar position that Kohlberg was in last game. When your opponent's not showing you any threat to start stringing strikes, and you have a 39-pin lead, just stay clean. I'll tell you one player in this division, in this bracket, that could be an absolute threat. She's up. Where she up for game 1? She's up 48 after her first game, and that's Amari Blonde. She has moved in deeper. She's crossing just to the right of 4th arrow, and her ball motion is amazing. Now she's in the contenders bracket, so she's got some work to do, and assuming she can stay ahead this match, she'll have to, sleep on it and come back tomorrow morning. Amanda, it is a 2-game total pinfall match. But if Amari can keep motion she has now going tomorrow morning, I think she could be a serious threat. All right, 167 for Gitlitz. Kohlberg the opportunity to get to 183, so she's going to have a lead in the match no matter what. Laredo staying clean just off to our left through 6 frames. Ball's got to go uphill. Swisher 7-9. Keep your eyes open to the lower left portion of the screen throughout the rest of this broadcast. At some point, Grant is going to send us an overlay with instructions. Just click it, submit entry. There will be a 60-second countdown. And we'll see if you can win that Team USA signed jersey. Signed by Shannon O'Keefe, Shannon Plahowski, Jacob Buttriff, Marshall Kent, Kelly Kulik. All you gotta do is click the submit entry button and you're entered to win. Alvarez down 6 in the match, but she's up 19 in the game, so a net of Alvarez leads Razor by 13 pins in the match with 3 frames to go. Both working on a spare. Paige Peters rolls out a late 9-pin. I'm afraid it may be a little too late. Great shot by Alvarez right there. Put the pressure on Razor. She'll step up in the 7th frame here. Razor crossover. Brooklyn takes the strike. Still down 13 with 2 frames to go. Oh, here's Brandt. Y'all better pay attention. Morgan was begging for that ball to get over and not chop the 2 off the line, but that's exactly what it did. Over on our right, Savannah with a 6-7-10. A couple different options here Alvarez has. She can shut out Razor. Let's see what she does in the 9th. Major, meanwhile, splits on the double. Alvarez strikes in the 9th. Any mark in the 10th, and Alvarez will take home the win. Go back to her hotel tonight and prepare to get up in the morning for a long day in the contenders bracket. An open, depending on the count, could give Razor a chance as Goldberg misses that 6-pin off to the right. Alvarez, ball pushes long, 1-2-4. Let's see if that's enough. That is enough. As it stands, she has a 174. The best that Razor can do is a 162. And Razor is up 6. So that match is over. Urelis Alvarez will advance in the contenders bracket. And Savannah Razor's 2019 Junior Gold campaign will be completed. Made both cuts, made it to match play. She just could never seem to leave anything in match play that was reasonably makeable. It was either strike or split for 4 games, and that's frustrating. That's incredibly frustrating as a player, especially when your competitors aren't shooting big numbers at you. When you feel like you have a chance, all you need is just a little luck. Bottom left of your screen, there it is. A giveaway will begin soon. Watch there to participate. Get ready. Nice conversion on the washout, Megan Colbert. Only one match down on the other end of the house was really in doubt. That was a contenders match. Between Cole and Hendrickson. And of course in the 10th frame, Savannah Razor makes the split. That's the way it always works. You split and split and split all throughout the match. Click it, miniature, click it. Oh. That match is completed, as is the Laredo-Peters match. Laredo is going to advance in the contenders bracket as our overall number 1 seed that got knocked out the first round. Still 2 matches going on in front of us. One with a 5-pin difference and one with a 10-pin difference. This is going to be a good finish. I'm going to go check scores on the other end of the house real quick. Only one match was really close, and then I'll be right back. Hope everybody got the... There you go. B-Buck 800 is our winner. That ball came through the ball return very loudly. All right, back here with some score updates from the low end of the house, or the division. A couple games got close. Moneta was down 48 to Blonde going into the last game, and when Moneta stepped up in the 10th, she could have punched out to tie. She flushed the first shot and went high flush 4-pin in the second one. So Moneta is eliminated. Blonde advances on. The other match down there that was in the contenders bracket was Pole and Hendrickson, and that came down to it. Pole finished first, went 8 spare in the 10th, 7 in the field ball. Hendrickson gets up, leaves a 3-10, and only needs 1 to win the match 5-1, and she picks off the 3-pin. So after Pole goes 8 spare, 7 in the 10th, Hendrickson just needed to fill 9 on a strike, and she did. So Hendrickson advances in the contenders bracket. Pole goes home. The other 2 matches down here, they were contenders matches on the outskirts of our coverage area. Laredo advances over Peters by a margin of 62 pins. And Alvarez advances over Razor. So Laredo advances on in the contenders bracket, as does Alvarez. Razor and Peters will be heading home. These 2 matches in front of us. Cassidy was down 10 coming into this game. Yes, the 2 winners matches from down there. Excuse me, the 2 winners bracket matches. Croft was up 35 after the first game. Or excuse me, sorry, the wrong C name. Croft was down 35 after the first game. And she ended up losing to Amanda Najakas. So Savannah. Savannah will move on to the contenders bracket tomorrow morning. Amanda advances on to face Catherine Corbin, who defeated Paige Boyd. That's just about going to do it for Cassidy Landwehr. She was down 10 coming into the match. Best she can do is 209. Deja could split the 10th frame and still be in the high 220s. Misses another one. So between Kohlberg and Gitlitz, it was a 5-pin match after game 1. Kohlberg with the 5-pin lead. She's down about 20 as we sit right here. .196 for Cassidy Landwehr. And while her hot streak may have come to an end, She's still alive. Alive to fight in the contenders bracket starting tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Grace did not make the top 16 cut. She made the top 32 cut. She made the final advancers round. I had Grace finishing right around, let's see, top 25. Just when it was looking like Morgan Gitlitz had this match in hand, the turntables have turned. Neither one knows which one wants to go first. Amanda won both of her matches today, so she is one of the 4 players left in the winner's bracket going into tomorrow morning. Great shot by Megan. Back-to-back jacks. Just a reminder, Kohlberg up 5 on the match coming into this game. If it all stayed even, if both of them punched out from this point on, Gitlitz would win by 3. Right. Oh. I don't recall seeing 69 do that all day. We had the issue all throughout qualifying, is every now and then after a strike on 69, it would reset to an empty rack, to an empty pin deck. And first time I remember seeing it do it all day was today, was just now. And then when she re-racked it, it gave her a strike. So hence the short delay. They both strike out from here, looking at a 2-pin match. Or a 2-pin game. The match at this point would be in the favor of Kohlberg. Is it gonna wheel? Oh my. That is a no. Those last 2 shots off her hand I thought were good. I like that half 7, and I say that I'm not sure what ball she's throwing, so I guess I can't predict the motion, not knowing what ball it is, or maybe even how it's drilled, or even what surface it's on. But I mean, the rev rate was up. It was on target, it looked like. That ball right there just did her no favors. And now the tricky part is trying to hook this spare attempt in between the 4-5 to still clip the 5 for the 4 to hit the 7. She shot it the right way, just didn't get the 5 pin. .144 in the 9th frame for Gitlitz. Kohlberg 80 in the 6th on a double. And Kohlberg led the match by 5 coming in. 172 to 167 the first game. Lower 10 pin. She's got to knock this down. She has shown the last 3.5 games her spare game hasn't been where she wants it to be. On single pins, on makeables, she has got to knock this down. Takes a deep breath on the approach. And she missed it. Got to regroup. You have to regroup at this point. I don't know if you take a re-rack, think about it. She's down 7 in the game, up 5 in the match, coming in, so she's net down 2. Both players working on opens in the 9th frame. Ball change. Whoa. What in the world? Did I miss that she was throwing 2 different balls? Well, she's got to run this down. She's got to get count. As close of a match as it is. Got the spare. She is mentally gone. She goes back to that Crux Prime. Strike here gives her 157. Basically 162 with her 5 pins. Better shot off her hand. Much better shot off her hand. So Morgan Gitlitz a mark and 9 pins, and she will advance in this winner's bracket match. Okay, thanks, Karen. I've been running back and forth and looking at brackets. I missed that. Neither one will be eliminated. They're both still in the winner's bracket. Mark and 8. We have a tie, Mark and 9. We have a winner for Morgan, Mark and 7. We have a winner for Megan. Straighter. Outside, okay. I don't wish for a second to be in the shoes of either one of these girls, but this is the drama, this is the pressure that we strive for. At this tournament, this is what we wait for. The opportunity to bowl on Friday evening, and Saturday at Junior Gold. It's what every player showed up in this city last Saturday or last Friday to do. Was this right here. Needs this spare to have a chance. Don't chop it. Okay, she got it. She got it. Kohlberg not even looking to get this right now. She's looking away. She's looking the other end of the house. Not even watching her. To stay in the winners bracket. That's enough. Megan's clapping for her. Morgan Gitlitz advances
And that
by
concludes the
2
second
pins
round of match play
over Megan
competition.
Kohlberg.
Now, bowlers, if you have won
Unbelievable.
both of your matches, you do not bowl in round 3. Everyone else does bowl in round 3. Round
There was some incentive right there. If you heard the announcement, anyone who's left in the winners bracket does not bowl third round tomorrow. They sit out, so they don't have to be here as early.
Starts at 7:30 and bowls at 8:30. All right, you guys. So keep that in mind. If you have won both of your matches and you are in the winners bracket,
Okay,
then you come in.
let's get some updates here so we can head out, because we've got work to do here. We've got cameras to set up and stuff to tear down. And we got to get ready for tomorrow. We got a lot of channels
All right,
going tomorrow.
everybody, have a great night, and we'll see you guys bright and early in the morning.
All right, tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. in the contenders bracket, we will see number 6 seed Boyd versus the number 1 seed Laredo, the number 10 seed Croft versus the number 13 seed Alvarez, the number 5 seed Kohlberg versus the number 15 seed Hendrickson, and the number 16 seed Landwehr versus the number 11 seed Blonde. Eliminated from the tournament in that second round, the number 4 seed Mineta, the number 7 seed Pole, the number 13 seed Razor, and the number 9 seed Peters. Still remaining in the winners bracket. They will begin their competition in round number 4 tomorrow morning. The number 8 seed Thaser versus the number 4 seed Gitlitz. The number 2 seed Naujokas versus the number 3 seed Corbin. So the chalk up top on the winners bracket held except for the 1 seed Laredo, who is in the contenders bracket. Well, that will do it for Friday at the 2019 Junior Gold Championships. It all comes down to tomorrow. 4 more rounds of match play in the boys and girls. The U15 divisions haven't even started match play yet. They start their first rounds tomorrow morning. We will have 2 extra channels for them as well, starting at 7:30. So be prepared. It's going to be a chock-full day. We'll have the U17s and the U20 match play finished by about 1:30. The 15s will go a little longer, and it'll all be right here from Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. The 2019 USBC Junior Gold Championships presented by the brands of Ebonite International right here on Bowl TV, where bowling lives. Junior Gold tomorrow, match play. Be here. We'll see you then, 7:30 a.m. Have a good night, everybody.